away from home, they'd know exactly where they're at because they had a chip, and it will be controlled by government of who buys, what they buy, how much they buy, where you go, and even your very fuel consumption. And the government will limit us and rationing things and so on. They'll say it's necessary so we can save the planet. They're more concerned about the planet, many of them, than they are about the people. But no more drug deals. Well, that would be a big thing, wouldn't it? But is it worth it? Literally, what are people going to end up doing? They're going to sell their soul when they take the mark. And what's the Bible say? We read in Revelation 14. They're all going to be cast into the lake of fire, and the smoke of their torment will be ascending up day and night forever. They have no rest, day nor night. But there'll be no more drug deals, no more robberies, because there'll be no cash to rob, no more cards, no more stolen stuff being sold, all that kind of stuff. Now, turn with me back to Matthew 24, where I was this morning. I encourage you to read Matthew 24. If you want to know what to be ready for, what's coming down, don't take Steve Dobosh's words for them. Take the very words of Jesus Christ. Look in Matthew 24. I'll pick up with verse, go to verse 33. So likewise, when you see these, likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things that are, that it is near, even at the door. It's talking about the end of the world, the return of Christ to take over. Verily I say unto you, this generation, the one that saw the computers, Israel to be a nation, the ecumenical movement, the Bible versions, and all the other stuff, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. I mean, there are some people who were alive in 1948 will be alive when Jesus Christ comes back. And you add 70 years to 1948, what do you get? 2018, which is getting close. And Jesus said people would still be alive in that generation. But know what he said. He's talking about his return. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall never pass away. Verse 36, Matthew 20, but of the day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father. But as it was in the days of Noah, the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying, giving in marriage. Now what was happening most of that time? There's a fellow named Noah was building a boat. What do people say about him? He needs to be arrested. He's troubling us. He was telling people God's going to destroy everybody. God's going to flood the world. And they just laughed at that. They mocked that. They went on business as usual. And what happened? One day God told Noah and his family it's time to go in the ark. And God shut the door. And we're close to that kind of a situation. As it was in the days before the flood, again, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage into the day that Noah entered into the ark and knew not till the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Talking about his second coming, his return in flaming fire to take vengeance on them that know not God. We will never experience God's wrath. I think we're going to go through a lot of trouble, but the wrath of God is reserved for those who take the mark and who instead of bowing to Jesus, they bow to the Antichrist. Then shall two be in the field. Is that the Lord's return? The one shall be taken, the other left. Two women shall be grinding at the mill. The one shall be taken, the other left. This is where to come up hither. This is what we read about in Revelation chapter 11. Watch ye therefore, Be on your toes, on your guard, like in 1 Peter. For the end of all things that I be therefore sober and watch unto prayer. Be ready. It says, watch ye therefore, you know not what hour your Lord doth come. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would not, or he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore, I conclude, be ye also ready. If you're not ready, and this thing of being ready, what's the first thing? You need to make sure you're saved. Make sure you're born again. Make sure you're a true believer. Make sure that you do belong to the Lord. And you need to study this stuff and be in the know. It's no excuse to be ignorant, because Jesus said, I have told you all things before. And let's read this together in my conclusion. Verse 44. Therefore, be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man comes. What's Satan say? Won't happen this week, won't happen this year. You've got lots of time. Well, in the meantime, we have a world that is ripe for the Antichrist. It's ready. It's in a crisis. And before Jesus comes, the Antichrist is going to show himself. Let that head stop.